y'all. This is the last black powder that I'll be showing. It's the last one I have. I bought this a number of years ago when it first came out. This is the Night Extreme. When it first came out, it was a Cat's Meow, and then a year later they came out with a new and improved black powder and pretty much made this one obsolete. It's a lot of fun to shoot, not near the hassle to load and unload. And I'll go ahead and try and give you a quick review of it. You notice the first thing is the thumb hole stock. That was really nice, very comfortable, and it had a bolt. Now this bolt, when I first got it, I kept wanting to pull it back. You don't pull it back, you simply open it up, and I'll show you how that works in a second. But this gun weighs in at about a little over 8.5 pounds. I fitted it with a 3-9 Nikon, a little more scope than what I needed, but it was on sale. It's all stainless steel. It also comes with your fiber optic sights, 2 orange dots in the back, adjustable for windage and elevation, and then on the front it has the green fiber optic, and that just underneath the barrel there is your ramrod. Very pretty with the fluted barrel, laminated thumb hole stock with a cushion on the back. It also came with this composite, I guess it's a, I don't know what it is to be honest with you, some type of a polymer frame, polymer that you could put it on if you wanted something that take a little bit more abuse. Again with the thumb hole stock, the Night trademark there on the trigger guard. But basically the way that you would fire this is you would load it through the end of the barrel with these Pyrodex pellets. It'd take up to 150 grains, and they suggest that you use this pipe cleaner, and you simply stick it down through the holes in the Pyrodex pellet, and you load 2 to 3 of these, and they just fall down in the barrel. You don't have to put a wadding in there or anything like that unless you use a buffalo ball. Then you would follow that with the 150 grain Sabot round. Okay, these happen to be hollow points. Or you had these handy little items. It's got a pocket clip on it. You go ahead and preload it. Inside there are 2 pellets, and then on the top part you put your Sabot round in there. I don't know if you can see it down in there. Yeah, right there. And you would put these on your, clip these in your shirt pocket. When you got ready to reload, you take the bottom off, hold it over the end of the barrel there, the 2 pellets fall in, then taking your starter, you would shove the sabot down in there and get it started into the barrel, then pull your ramrod and run it the rest of the way. These were handy little items, and they also work with just regular old Pyrodex powder. You go ahead and measure it into here. Handy little items. To fire this gun, it comes with these little plastic inserts. Now, this one has a 209 primer, just regular shotgun shell primer that you put inside of here. There is a hole there and you shove it in there. You can see that? And you would merely open up. Again, it does not come to the rear, but you would open up and you would take this, stick it down in there, and then close it up. And it's ready to fire. This actually has two safeties on it. One is here. When this is, the back of this breech is unscrewed, there's a red mark in here. When that red shows, it's ready to go off. Or you could close it down. That is one safety. Okay? When you undo it again to where you see red, it's ready to fire. The other safety is right here. When it's in the rear position, it will not fire. And of course, if this were closed, it will not fire. When you get ready to fire, you simply push it forward. 3-pound trigger. Very nice trigger. And you can adjust that trigger. Like I say, it was the cat's meow when it first came out. It is a lot of fun to fire. And it's considerably easier to clean. But, progress. They're a lot easier to clean now, but at the time you had to take an Allen wrench, stick it in here, and remove this screw. That allows you to open up the bolt and extract it. In front of that bolt is the breech plug. I'll try and show it to you with this flashlight. See, there is a breech plug right there. That hexagon, or I think that's a hexagon shaped breech plug. And you would take this breech wrench, run it through here, pull it out, unscrew it by shoving it through where the bolt was, and at that time you could stand it on its end and your pellets would fall out the bottom, and then you take your ramrod and shove your sabot out the back, and it's completely clean. You don't have to fire the charge out of it. But they have since, they came out with one that breaks down like a 20 gauge single shot shotgun, and the breech plug is right there, and you just, when you break it down, you just reach up there and unscrew it. To fire it, you break it down, you just put a cap on the back and you're ready to go. I have fired this gun a lot of times, never fired it at any deer. I still use it on occasion when I go deer hunting during primitive season, which is a rarity. But it was a nice gun, it was pleasing to the eye. A lot of fun to shoot. Doesn't have a lot of kick. The perceived kick is not that great. And has a very nice trigger, 3 pounds. that's the last black powder. Now I can get Mr. Bill's gun out and make a video on it. Had a nice Monte Carlo stock. Love this gun. It takes, you can fire around about every, I'm guessing now, but you know, if you were in a hurry, every 15-20 seconds you can pump around downrange. And a lot of fun to shoot, accurate out to, you know, I guess if you got good at it, you can go out to 200 yards around here in the swamps. 100 yards would be a long shot. And at 100 yards, you can get a 2 to 3 inch grouping. But I wanted to show that to you. No more black powders, that'll be it. They've come a long way, and they are a lot of fun to shoot. If you haven't shot any, you might want to try it. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.